Holly and Holly. Nice to see you. Hello, hello. How are you? Today we're going to be talking about anchoring Gaia's new frequency through the heart space. So that'll be fun. Anchoring in the energies that we want to create in the new world. Okay, I'm going to hit Facebook here. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kara. How are you guys? Glad you could join us today, Nicole. Oh, good. I have been well. I've been so busy today since I dropped my kids off at school. I was busy, busy, busy. Hey, Matt. Hey, Catherine. How are you guys? I'm going to start doing the shares real quick. My computer is being a little bit slow right now. It's taking its sweet time. I almost forgot my name. Exhausted, having headaches and tummy pain. Aw. All of the energy, man. We've had mega solar flares and all kinds of activity happening. Hey, April. Yay, everyone's packages are packaged up now. Kara's about to send them. Hey, Corey, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I'll get to it and let people know that I'm on once my computer gets over itself. It hasn't been working all day. I've been working all day. I got some hair serums made today though, so that was an achievement, but I haven't put them on my website yet because I had to leave and pick up all the boys from school and then go to a doctor's appointment out of town and all that. So just got back about 30 minutes ago. Oh, dang, Holly. Y'all stretch, yoga and stretching, things like that. Yeah. Come on, computer. Oh, I guess I could plug it in. Maybe. There we go. It's not going to help it go any faster though. Okay, what the hell. If it loads, it loads. I'm sick of messing with it. Holly, have you gone in to get seen or anything? Do you know what's causing it? Hey, Anna. Hey, Susan. Oh, man. Good night, Corey. We'll catch you another day then, maybe on one of the early days, which is Sunday and Monday now. So Sunday, Monday are the earlier days. Oh, crikey. Oh, finicky technology. I can tell pre-shadows around the corner. Here we go. I felt it. It's loading, kind of. Everybody hanging out in the comments. Thanks, guys. I'm a little occupado at the moment. If my computer will get its shit together. Oh, I guess I could get my shit together too if I turned on my microphone. There. Okay. See, outside circumstances reflect inward ones. I've been trying to rush around and get stuff done all day, and my external circumstances are making me slow down. So get my own shit together, like turn on my microphone, and everything starts working again. It's glorious. What it's like to be normal. I don't. It's too boring to even think about, Holly. I don't think of or wonder what it's like to be normal. I like everyone being weirdos anyway. More interesting that way. Matt, oh, he just beat me because I had the biggest package so far until Matt stole my title. That's okay, Matt. I'll forgive you for that one. Hey, Suzanne. Yeah, it totally sounds boring. Virus last week, feel better. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Susan. Whoop. Okay. I've almost caught up to myself now. Look at me go. The pain part, yeah, that sucks. You're losing the mute button. Yeah, that mute button will mess with you, huh? Oh, man. Oh, jeez Louise. Here we go. All right. Back in business. Okay, I'll get to the reading in a minute. Done, skis. Oh, no, I'm not. I gotta share it to the group. Does somebody want to share this to the group for me? My computer's being super duper slow right now. It's getting on my nerve. The last one. I tell my kids that. Hi, Sue. How are you? All right. I will begin. Okay. We have bottom of the deck energy, Eight of Cups. This is the reversal of that Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from that which no longer serves you. On this card, that child is dwelling on those empty cups. So this is inner child energy. Yeah, that was so sweet of her. She's awesome and very fair. So there's something that's been burdening you, something that maybe your inner child is focused on that you can't let go. We've got the 10 of Wands showing up here too. Also in the reverse, so this is like you're nearing the end. You need to put it down, okay? Put down the purse, as Kara's higher self would tell you to do. You don't need it. It's causing interruptions in you being able to, star card in the reverse, ground your manifestations down to the physical realm. That rose, I've been seeing roses everywhere the past couple of days, and that rose signifies like the ending and gratitude offering. It's like a meteor shower, and she has a guide. It looks like a water guide too. So water actually did show up right dead center too, shockingly enough. Mami Wata is showing up right in the middle of the reading. So maybe water is calling you to cleanse and purge something, whether this is traumas or thought patterns, beliefs, something that you haven't been able to walk away from, something that is burdening you, that is preventing you from being able to move forward in your life. But also we have blue moon energy here, and this is a meteor shower on this card. So it's like you have some kind of, it's like a golden opportunity. They keep drawing my eyes to the bottom of the deck card over here, which is bliss, trust. And this is your North Star, trusting your North Star, trusting where you are intuitively led and guided. It's bringing you amazing opportunities, once in a lifetime opportunities, or once in a blue moon opportunities. Three of Wands. This is the reversal of that, but it's, you know, there might not be any water there. You need to create the water. Maybe you need to let it flow through you, but it is coming. As the tide recedes, so does it come back. So, you know, the ebb and the flow of life. There might be an ebbing going on right now. A lot of people are losing a lot of, you know, people, situations, businesses. I saw Joann's or one of those craft stores is going bankrupt and shutting all their stores down, going out of business. So it's on a larger scale too. This is also collective. But it's giving rise to new opportunities. You have all the tools you need. This Emperor is showing up on the bottom of the deck in the reverse, but he has the tools that he needs. He has the elements sitting behind him. He's, juggling that golden ball, holding it, that golden orb, holding it in his hand. And he also has, is that an Ankh? Or, yeah, he's holding an Ankh. So spiritually in tune. The Ankh actually is also a conduit for energy. So you are a conduit for this energy. You have all the tools you need. The ingredients are there. You just need to blend them together in your own special way with your own special recipe, your authenticity. Joanne's, yeah, it's not going to make a big deal to me because I don't ever shop there, but Aunt Pat does, and she's probably going to be crushed as well. So I'm sorry to all of you Joanne's lovers. That really sucks. But certain things need to fall away before this new cycle can begin. Hi, Angela. Happy birthday. It's Angela's birthday, you guys. Wish her a happy birthday. But this doesn't mean that you don't have the foundations, that the foundations aren't there. It just means that, things need to fall apart so that better things can come together. And the sun is in front of them. There's a white dove down here symbolizing hope, trust. Remember that trust card right here, bliss and trust, your North Star, where you're led and guided because you still have your foundations. It's like taking it to the bare bones so that you can rebuild again, much stronger, much wiser. Eight of Swords in the reverse. This is you coming to the realization, not allowing these negative thought patterns, beliefs, everything that holds you back to hold you back anymore. That works there. Oh man, and you get her discount. There's really good deals like on Etsy and stuff. I would look there because they do wholesale, but like wholesale pricing, a lot of them do. You can find people on there. This is you realizing your freedom, coming out of that Eight of Swords energy, no longer blindfolded, no longer bound by, barely anything. You realize all I have to do is stand up and walk away. This is your freedom. That eagle on the top of the card represents that. And we've had a lot of cards about freedom for the past couple of days. Slow and steady. It's not all going to happen overnight. You're not going to completely heal everything in your life overnight, okay? It just doesn't happen that way. Slow and steady, everything in balance. That means even the shadow work. That means even joyful experiences, like my daughter has seizures that whenever her emotions get out of balance in any way, whether those are really good emotions or negative emotions, they both have the same effect in sending her into that seizure type activity. So everything in balance, even the good stuff, right? Because humans, we're an addictive species. We can become addicted to almost anything. So slow and steady, everything in balance. Everything's not going to happen for you overnight. In some cases it does, but in most cases it's not going to. And you have to have that trust. You have to continue listening to where you're guided. Continue seizing these opportunities that are placed at your feet. New beginnings. New beginnings are coming in, but it's up to you to use your discernment whether an opportunity or a new beginning is worth your value. Okay. Is it worth your time, energy, and effort? Because your energy is expensive. So act accordingly. Okay. We have Angel Rose showing up on the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to read you guys out of the book. I've not come across this card yet. Again, a rose. A rose, a rose, a rose. Let's see here. It is often easier to concentrate on what has departed or disintegrated, such as the dead leaves and the falling petals, rather than focus on the aspects of life that are rich and bursting with potential. There's light behind the woman, suggesting those things that are bright and joyous, yet she remains fixated on the falling leaves of autumn. A shift of perspective could be needed at this time, While it might be understandable for you to be feeling lackluster or even down, there's always something to be thankful for or look forward to. Like this woman, just shifting your head up to the light could change your outlook for the better. Though you may have experienced a difficult time dwelling on a problem or engaging only with those things that have not worked, will simply keep you stuck within the darkness. An act of gratitude is necessary, even through the difficulties you have faced may have left you emotionally buckled. It is important that you count the blessings that do exist and consider the life lessons that have been gained through recent hardships. So, as these things are falling away, it's important not to focus on the dead falling petals. It's important to focus on the new beginnings, the light. Okay, it's emanating from all around her, but she's focusing on what's falling away. If you're always focusing on what's falling away and dwelling on those things and feeling, lack because they're gone, or like they were taken away from you, or someone else was chosen over you, or, anything like that, you're focusing on the negativity, you're going to manifest more of that frequency because your emotions are focused there. Your attention is focused there. So when you do that, you will reap a harvest of what you're sowing with your focus. Oh, that's so awesome, Shauna. That's cool. Thank you for the confirmation, love. Hey, Jay. Thanks for being here. All right. So allowing these things to fall away, not allowing yourself to be sucked in and focusing on it because, maybe your inner child is triggered by abandonment issues, about lack. Maybe you didn't have everything that you wanted or needed as a child. So this is your inner child focusing on those things. It's time to release. It's time to let go. Yeah, no coincidences, Shauna, huh? We know that. I like all of my sessions, usually there's something from the previous session that like they piggyback that way. It's the strangest thing. Super interesting. We have Soul Bond showing up for you guys. Hold on, I got the wrong page. Soul Bond, partnership. A woman, oh, I don't read that part. While there are many things we can do by ourselves, isn't it often more satisfying when we enlist the help of someone special? This card, this is a card of coming together with those who share similar interest or goal. If you have drawn this card, you're being reminded of the importance of partnership and the strength of support. This could concern connecting with those who enjoy similar pastimes, or in a career-based reading, might reference the possibility or benefit of joining forces with a business or person who has similar objectives. Agreements of all kinds can be confirmed when this card is in play. You may be used to confronting obstacles alone, but this card suggests that two heads might be better than one, and that an opportunity to join with someone else may be a possibility. Mergers may be on the horizon, and you may be called to share your talents and gain from the experience and skill of someone else. In a romantic reading, soul bond is a symbol of two hearts beating together as one, indicating that a fruitful union is in the cards. So this could be, letting go of old people who don't support you or who drain you, drain your energy, or are no longer a positive force in your life. Chris, hello. Yeah, well, now you've got a ball and chain on it, so you don't got to worry. But this could talk about coming into an experience with one or more individuals that you resonate with, that support you as much as you support them. This is reciprocity. This is that soul bond. This is reunion of souls, shows up right underneath that card. So reunion of souls, this is you calling in your tribe, you calling in your soul family. Once you are able to release those who are only dragging you down or only siphoning your energy, then you're making room for these higher vibrational people to come in and, support you on your path, to join you. Honor your energy, though. Okay. Honoring your energy shows up. and it is under blue moon and right next to divine timing. So balance is key. Like, you may be a little like me that I kind of ignore myself when I'm like, I need to slow down. I need to, take a break or not put so much on my plate. It happens. My Capricorn stellium is, wonderful. So honor your energy. These opportunities will be coming about, okay, with blue moon energy. These opportunities will be surfacing, but you need to use your discernment, like we saw in that other card, using your discernment and deciding what opportunities are worth your energy. Because remember, you are expensive, okay? So price accordingly. The blue moon meaning. A blue moon is considered a rarity, bringing to mind the popular expression once in a blue moon. In actuality, is the name given to the appearance of a second full moon in a calendar month. On average, a blue moon occurs every 2.5 years. Because of the infrequency of this event, this card is connected to luck and seemingly impossible becoming possible. When its magnificent glow lights a reading, it suggests that you will become the beneficiary of prosperity. This occurrence, however, may not be expected since the card, like a blue moon, is out of the ordinary. Luck is on your side. Fortune will favor you, and you'll likely be in the right place at the right time. Surprise opportunities and random synchronicities are part of this card's message. Whether you find a little extra than you thought in your bank account this month or meet with someone who could positively change your life. So being open to the opportunities. If you're so closed down and you're focused and you're obsessing over past energies, you're not going to have your eyes up to see these opportunities that are coming in for you, that are better, that are newer, that are more high frequency, that will resonate with your frequency, harmonize with your frequency, even better. It's like you're out of tune. If you're carrying this load or these beliefs about yourself, whatever it is, it's like it's causing you to be a little out of tune. I'm hearing like a really like twang. It's kind of deafening my third ear. Is that what you call it? Psychic hearing, third ear. Anyway, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. Blue moon. Don't make me get all jukebox on you guys. King of Swords in the reverse. Don't turn your back on these opportunities. They are coming in divine timing, but you can put them off. You can dwell on the past and on all of these lower frequency things, and you won't be on divine timing anymore. Divine timing is exactly that, divine timing. So it's when you are in resonance with the thing, the situation, the person, the whatever that you're wanting. So don't turn your back, okay? Stop focusing on everything that's leaving you, because it's not leaving you. It's not abandoning you. It's your discard, okay? It's just, can you not, please? It's the neighbor. Can you chill? Go lay down. Get a life. She's just staring at me. I'm going to let her out because otherwise she's just going to bug me. Hold on. Okay. I'm a little fat dog. Hi, Linda. I made you sing Sublime. That's true. That's true, but I'll drop Sublime anytime. Okay, so no more turning your back on these opportunities. It's time to focus, on the trajectory that you want. He's got a cluster of crystals behind him. He is very powerful, very connected. Okay, maybe you need to work with crystals to help you clear and cleanse the headspace. Kara's going to comment on here what crystals are the best for that. But working with crystal energy will help you to, it enhances the energies that you're working with. So it will help you to become more harmonious with those frequencies, or the frequency of clearing things, of letting these things go, of reprogramming past patterns, beliefs, thought patterns, whatever they are. Okay, bringing you to unlimited possibilities. Once this blockage is clear, it's like the sky's the limit, unlimited possibilities. Ground them into your physical, okay? Be the tree, reach for the sun, right? Soak up all that light, and then ground yourself so that you're spreading that to Gaia, to, you know, trees are mycelially connected as well at the roots. They speak to each other, they share resources like water, nutrients, things like that. So as you are channeling this light, as you are living your passion, living your purpose, you are the tree ground. Oh yeah, Kara, that's right. You be the tree. Kara's higher self said that too. Um, but you're grounding these frequencies not only for yourself but for others. Just like I've been telling you guys, your frequency is here for a reason, and that's you don't even have to encounter people physically in order to impact them energetically. If they've experienced anything similar to what you're healing through, just because you've healed it, they have more access to that healing energy. Just because you did it, you grounded it here. um, and then she pulled out my mushroom tip. Oh, Matt, we turned him on to some great music there. Nine of Pentacles, unlimited possibilities came out right underneath that. Okay, unlimited possibilities and Nine of Pentacles. This is you being solid, secure, independent, but in your independence, also reaching out for community, for friends, family, soul family, maybe even work colleagues, right? It's just branching out. Okay, branching out your network. I get it. Branch, tree, unlimited, connected at the roots, right? Sharing resources, all of that. The community thing, that new earth vibe. I love it. This is you being abundant, and this is you sharing that abundance, sharing that that hope, that bliss that was on that other card. Bliss and trust, sorry, not hope. Trust and bliss, following your North Star, enriches you and all of those around you. Whether you come into contact with them or not, you help them to heal. Okay. Three of Swords, you need to heal from these cycles, from these things that are weighing you down, that are burdening you. These, you know, it's like there's a self-depreciating thought pattern that's like playing on repeat. It's like, you know how you push repeat on a CD player, and it just keeps playing, or like when a record would get warped or messed up, scratched or whatever, it would just like repeat the same little loop. It's like it's maddening. No wonder you're sick and tired of it. You're this pain, this trauma, this whatever this is that is keeping you stuck, it's pushing you. Knight of Swords, it's pushing you maybe to communicate. Knights are communication, swords are communication, okay? So this is you charging into your healing. This is you not allowing anything to hold you back. Swords energy is quick moving energy. So this is you breaking free of that. You becoming victorious, becoming that warrior that you always have been, but maybe you just forgot for a little bit. And that's okay. But you've gone within and you've healed. You saw, oh, I have a light. And then you've projected that out. Mami Wata. Memory. That's what the card says. Memory. Memories of who you truly are. Your true worth. Future love letter and I love you. And that came out right with Mami Wata. So Mami Wata is saying I love you, but also tell your past, present, and future selves how much you love them. Write a letter to your future self if you feel so inclined, thanking them, giving gratitude for getting you through everything that you've been through and becoming who they are at that point in time. Transformation with Iku. Transformation, that's a Pegasus. It's black. It contains every single color. Okay? Black is not a lack of color. It is all the colors combined. It is also a protection color. So you are divinely protected. You are divinely guided if only you will listen to the guidance and get off of that mental loop, that broken record. You know, let it go, because it's only weighing you down. It's only holding you back. And then we have the Knight of Wands that came out right above stability in this other deck, which would be the Emperor. So this is Emperor in the upright, okay, for outcome energy. And that King of Wands, which he's very nurturing. He nurtures his ideas, his endeavors. He is very fair. He takes action only when, um, he uses his discernment only whenever it is going to serve him a positive purpose. The salamander is on the bottom of the card. The salamander is protection from fire. You will not get burned. You just have to go for it. You just have to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of living in the same cycle, of dealing with this same shit over and over and over and over again. It's time for me now to step into this Emperor Empress energy and command the world around me, create the life I deserve, because I am Emperor Empress status. Thanks, Steph. Love your little tidbits, fun facts. So stability and King of Wands, right as Steph enters the room. So be stable, embody that divine masculine energy, and seize these opportunities only whenever they are worthy of your time, effort, and energy. Okay. Remember, raise your price. Okay. You don't deserve the lack, the nonsense. You don't deserve any of that. Okay. You are worthy of everything that you want, of every joy that you could ever fathom. So believe it and decide that you're going to create that in your current reality. And that's how we go about creating the new earth, is all of us creating our harmonious realities, raising our frequencies, impacting others positively, and showing them how to shine their own light. First turn it on and then project that out, instead of projecting pain and traumas. We heal through our pain, we heal through our traumas, right? We don't project that out into this plane anymore. And once everyone stops projecting the pain, the fears, the traumas, the all of that, then we're done. We're there. Big brain. Love it. So today we're going to be talking about creating the new earth. Basically, I summarized it because I forgot what I titled it again already, and I just said it in the beginning. So how do we go about that? Just what I was saying about healing through our own emotional, traumas, balancing and harnessing our mental energy, because a lot of us, we've got hamsters on wheels going in all directions, and people worry, people stress, and that's like, a lot of people are under so much stress that it's no wonder people are so rude. You know what I mean? It's not really, I don't encounter rude people out in public anymore because I've shifted me, but like, people will talk about it, or I'll see it happening with another person or on social media or something like that. And I'm like, I don't get it. And then I have to sit there and ponder, like, why is this the way it is? Let's go and find out. So I'll go off and find out. And a lot of it is stress. A lot of it is fear, pain, traumas, because it's that wounded child version of you, that toddler that's throwing a temper tantrum, punishing everyone for their boo-boo. and everyone might not have inflicted it. It might have been Jimmy Joe, but there they go, you know, with Bobby Sue and Patrick and Catherine. Hey, Catherine, your name just popped up, so I had to use it. Um, so you might be taking it out on all of those people when it was really, you know, Jim Bob over there. So people, inner children, they can't be reasoned with whenever they're in that kind of an energy. Just like you don't want to hear anything that another one, you know, another person has to say whenever you are like really frustrated and angry, and you like you have tunnel vision on this way that it should be or the way that it should go. Thank you, Susan. I know, damn Joe Bob. But then things kind of blow up in your face, or you'll manifest something that just it snowballs, it gets worse and worse, right? um, so instead of projecting outward like everyone else, and a lot of people, fucking Jim Bob every time, for real, Sean. So those of us that are aware of what's going on, because not very many, um, not a high percentage of the human populace knows that, oh, I'm an asshole because my inner child is in turmoil and I have a lot of shadow work that I need to do. They're just going about their business, living their life and bottling shit up and moving on as they were taught to be good little slaves, right? So those of us who are aware, we can be mindful of that within ourselves. We can correct that within ourselves and stop projecting our trauma and our wounds onto the external circumstances, start alchemizing that, integrating that, healing that. And then as we're going through those shadows and transmuting them, we always have light. We're always bringing light to these shadows if we're focusing on them. So the more light you bring to these shadows, the more you light your own light up, right? The brighter it gets. So your light tends to get so bright that others can't ignore it, whether you get stared at a lot whenever you're out in public, or people flock to you. Like most of you know that empaths attract people that just come and dump their whole life story and all of their problems on you, and their sisters, uncles, girlfriends, brothers' problems too. So it's the light thing, it's the empath thing. They're, you know, moths are attracted to the light just as anything else would be. Mosquitoes, you know, bloodsuckers are attracted to the light just as anything else would be. So you have to use your discernment, you have to have those boundaries, but treating people with kindness and not projecting your own wounds on to others, especially unsuspecting strangers that don't know your story or why you are the way you are. You know, people do that too. But it starts like that. And the more people that do that, and the more you help others, like friends, family members, you know, soul tribe, whatever, through their own shadows, you help them, you know, guide them through their own shadows, then you're turning on, you know, you're helping others, everyone else around you turn their lights on, and they're going to go forth and they're going to do the same thing. So consciousness evolving. This is how we affect in that way. There are so many other jobs and so many other things that are going on for the shift as well, but this is what everyone can do. And all of you guys have been going in and doing the work, doing the shadow work, alchemizing things, processing everything. You're no longer stuffing it down and just, you know, um, just barreling ahead like you've been taught. Mental health awareness has only become a common, I'm struggling to find the human terms for these things, because it's been a long day. Anyhow, I lost it, whatever. Let me get a drink, my voice is going out. Excuse me. So yeah, as we are alchemizing, as we're helping others, because others will gravitate to you, they understand that you're a safe space, whether they know it consciously or not. They just feel like drawn to say something to you in the grocery store, and then you're able to help them through whatever they're going through, or give them some perspective, or give them a crystal. That's one of my favorite things now, is giving people, just random strangers, little crystals. It's helping to spread the light. And they don't realize that they're also working with these crystals subconsciously, or else it wouldn't have found its way to them. Their higher self guided it that way. So we're all being guided at, some uh, something or another, whether that's those who know nothing about spirituality or mental health, or, anything like that, coming to you in the store and like all of a sudden wanting to strike up conversation with you and then give you their life story. You're able to impart some kind of wisdom, or even just that energy of healing, so that they'll continue to grow more, and become more clear on certain things that they need to change within their own lives, whether they ever come to spirituality or anything like that in their life. It doesn't matter. It's all energetic. It doesn't matter if people are subscribed to one label, one religion, or another. It doesn't matter. It's the inner work that we're all doing. Religions are just different labels, different brand names for connecting to source. Yes, they all come with their own host of rules and oppression and suppression, and all those wonderful things, as they were programmed to be. But humans will never not search for that spiritual connection, which is why religion was formed to begin with, because it kind of is a blanket thing. Like, it kind of meets some needs of that spirituality, of that longing to be connected to something greater than yourself, but also comes with the dogmas and the rules and all of those things to keep humanity in line. So it like, judgment of other people for their religious beliefs, that's probably why you shouldn't, because it's their way that resonates the best with them at that point in time of connecting to the divine. Yeah, strangers talk to you in stores, Wendy. Ask anyone in here. I guarantee it happens to almost everyone. That's why I developed my really great resting bitch face, because it's people repellent for the most part. Not always. Like the especially creepy ones doesn't deter them at all. But my demon growl does. So it just makes it more fun for me. I can get a little more strange with it, and that's cool. But yeah, even like in spiritual groups, there's tons and tons of spiritual groups on Facebook. We're all a part of many spiritual groups. If you are guided to comment on someone's post who's asking for help or guidance or something, and you just have this urge and all of these words that come to you, and you just feel like you need to post that comment, then post that comment. Exactly. Ooh, if I can highlight it. Thank you, Ariana. Exactly. It's not everyone's path to awaken in that way, but they're able to have that spiritual connection anyway, which is fulfilling for them. And it allows them to navigate this, life experience that they plan, so that they can gain those experiences and that understanding. Can we hear said demon growl? Probably not when I'm laughing now. I have to be like irritated and a creepy guy for it to really come out. But yeah, I'll have to try to get myself there and record it and then post it to the group or something. I do bare my teeth and everything though. Chosen to experience that too. Yeah. Everyone, like, I experienced religion in this lifetime too. I had no other way of really knowing how to connect, because I was so sheltered. Like, even as a teenager, I got a friend in 6th grade who, showed me her zodiac book. She had it was like a dictionary, but it was an astrology, thing, and it had like everything about every sign and the placements and stuff, which I didn't really get to look at it, because whenever I mentioned it to my mother, I had no idea that it was bad in her eyes. But I just mentioned, I was like, I'm a Capricorn. Where'd you learn that? From Stephanie's book. Ah, you can't play with her anymore. You're not friends with her. And then we moved. So, um, yeah, you'll I was sheltered basically. So I didn't know much until I got into my like mid to later teen years and started encountering people that were agnostic, that were Wiccan, that were these other beliefs that I had no idea about to that point. I thought there was only Christianity. I thought it was like God, heaven, hell, the devil, and that's it. That's how I was brought up. And then I moved away from that. But then after I had divorced my daughter's father, I was trying to connect. I was trying to kind of find what was missing, and I was going to church like a dutiful Christian, I was going to church and taking my little girl with me, and we were going to Sunday school and stuff. Um, but I didn't have that connection. And I was like, I felt like an awful person. I felt like I was like the devil because I couldn't connect to this sky daddy because I had no experience in having a father, first and foremost. And all of these teaching and all of these things that didn't make any sense to me and really contradicted each other, that's where I started really awakening to, okay, there's something else. This isn't it. Family would always say it's demonism. It's an ism, man. Yeah, that's what I was that and but also most of the kids that I went to school with and stuff were raised up that way too. Like um the only different belief system that I can remember in school was what the hell's it called when they don't celebrate holidays or birthdays? Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, the Johos, the Johos. Yeah, I was like, I didn't understand, but they said they believed in God and the Bible and stuff. So I was like, okay, it's just like a really strict Christianity where they can't celebrate and have fun. Okay. Why do you guys do that? Like, why don't you celebrate your birthday without your parents knowing? I was the little rebel, like, why don't you do this? But as any further than that, my understanding was just nothing. That there's a much broader um, picture with more belief systems and more different kinds of rules and brands and all of those things. So me being that little rebel I always was, in my own ways, where I wouldn't get in trouble, in serious trouble, or become like addicted to things. I always kept myself in line on that. I parented myself. um, but that rebellion is what caused me to look deeper, to start jumping down these rabbit holes. So my consciousness greatly shifted. The last time I went to church, I think I was like 24 or 25. Um, and I was like, why am I even doing this? But I gained some understanding. I gained some experience from that, like in the types of church that I was in all growing up, Pentecostal, Baptists, and others. They would lay hands. They would, the practice of laying hands wasn't only something like the preacher would do in my family's churches that they interacted with. It was anyone could lay hands, anyone could become anointed. And if you had that like talent or were recognized for that, then you were one of the regulars who would ask people to come up and lay hands for them and all of those things. So I picked up that. I knew that was like that worked because I had seen it in action myself. Because whenever you're connected to God, even the God that is you, not even knowing that and bypassing it and thinking it's like Sky Daddy, it doesn't matter. If you're connected, you're connected. It doesn't matter what label or what brand you're connected under, you're still connected and it still works. So, and that's why you'll see all kinds of truths within religions themselves, within all religions, but they are not the singular truth. What are you guys talking about in there? Oh, Joe's. I love it. Joe ho, Joe ho. I got new signs for my doors because I have them come by from time to time, and they don't listen when I say never come back. They just come back again at some other point. So I got some signs for the front and for the back door because sometimes they come up to the back door. It's weird, but it says no solicitors. Any offenders will be sacrificed to the old gods, not the new. So I just got those a few weeks ago. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you in here, gorgeous. So, in essence, creating the new earth is doing our own shadow work, helping others through their own shadow work, or mentioning, like, you don't have to say to that stranger in the grocery store, oh, do your shadow work. This is what shadow work is, and go and do this all under like what I resonate with. Just tell them, pray or meditate, whatever works for you, and go back to that child version of you, or go back to that version of you that was traumatized. Don't replay the trauma. Don't take yourself back through that, but go sit with that version of you and, walk them through it. But you don't have to force feed spirituality down their throats, just like we wouldn't want anyone to force feed religion down ours. Joes are afraid of Smurfs. Are you serious, Steph? Or is that a joke? Because that's funny. Have you ever scared Johos off with Smurfs? Kara's always cracking me up too. We're cracking each other up. We are like a couple of 12-year-old boys too, so that does help. Like when her chair squeaked on her live, and I was like, "All right, squeaky chair, sure." Sacred geometry symbols. They don't get deterred like by thing. I had my psychic sign up, and they didn't get deterred by that either. So I put, you will be sacrificed to the old gods, not your new one. I just remembered that I need to, no one's done it yet, but I did remember all of a sudden that I need to turn this on so only followers and friends can comment. Oh, I love that you guys are having whole conversations in there. They came to your door telling tell them you got Smurfs, Suzanne. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Matt. Oh, there we go. That's so funny. So I know you guys are always helping to spread light and awareness and mindfulness, being mindful with yourself and others, and probably teaching others how to be mindful too. I know that just came natural to me, especially when I got into manifestation and creating your reality. And whenever people would just start popping off and focusing on the things that they didn't want, they were like screaming about this thing that they didn't want happening, I would help them restructure and be like, so you are, and then we would reroute it and restructure. So I'm just that kind of person. It's probably annoying for other people, but I do it anyway. So you were a naughty kid? I don't believe it. Not one bit, Matt. So what do you guys do to help spread your light and awareness, help to make this plane a better one for yourself and everyone involved? My big thing is I overcame wanting to be fighty and talk smack all the time. That one took a while because I was a fiery little feisty, like the little tiny bantam rooster that I told you guys about. Only I wasn't sneaky about it. But any kind of confrontation, I was all in it, and now it's like I don't have the time or the energy. I don't want that adrenaline rush. My system is super sensitive. So if I get adrenaline, I'm like, shaking. So I don't invest in those things anymore. And I taught myself, I had to teach myself how to, avoid confrontation if someone's not open to seeing it. And if they just want to fight, then I'm like, okay, you know what? Fight yourself. I'm out of here. I'm not going to be interacting with you in this way. I'm not establishing that cord. You're not siphoning my energy. I'm not giving you my power to affect my emotions, to affect my day. And it took a long time to be able to get to the point where things like that don't really bother me. Like a couple weeks ago, there was a disagreement with me and another person, and that person was just like hardcore, I'm shoving my ideals down your throat and I'm not seeing any other way. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to maintain this connection anymore because obviously you're disrespecting me, my beliefs. You're not even listening to what I have to say. So this can't move any further. It's just going to take my energy. And then the person turned around and was, attacking and trying to argue and poke, jab, and everything else. And I just ignored. I was like, I'm disengaging, not doing it anymore. Yeah, I know, Chris. I used to do confrontation really well too, but it's not worth it. And you're getting older, bro. You need to chill. You don't need to be engaging in confrontation anymore either. You could be a broke down old man if you don't stop. But it just doesn't do it for me. I used to get enjoyment out of it. I used to enjoy making someone look stupid with the way that they would talk to me or the things that they would say, or for them having the perspective that they had. I could beat someone with my wits. Stay in your lane and mind your own business. Share with people like-minded. Yeah, I love it. That's what we're meant to do, right? And that's why I'm like, okay, I'm not focusing on the bullshit you're trying to bring to my party. I'm just going to continue to create this beautiful existence that I want to live, and I'm not going to engage in the low vibrational behavior. Professional accountability. I love that, Angela. Hi, Masuki. How are you? Nice to see you. It's been a while. Oh my goodness, Chris. So, Chris, mind your business, stay in your lane, don't engage in lower frequency behavior. Okay? Stop fighting people, stop being so spunky. It's time to chill. Time to grow up. You're old. Just kidding. I love you. If you stay savage, you ain't got to get savage. Oh my gosh, Chris. So I know you have some crystals on the way. They will help you. Oh man, you're crazy. Well, I think we've just about covered everything. Does anyone have any questions, or am I just kind of rambling at this point? Calm the beast. Yep, you got to calm the beast. That's that strength card. The strength card in the tarot, it's someone putting their hands in a lion's mouth. It's them opening the mouth of this lion and trusting and, taming that beast. It very much talks about taming your inner beast too. It's been a bit rough out there. Well, I know you're going to make the best of it anyway. So I'm glad to see your face in here. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting lost in your guys' responses to one another, because on StreamYard it doesn't show that it's a response. So I have to look over on Facebook to see that you're replying to someone. Yeah, Chris, you got some good ones. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Fun rambles. You love listening to me ramble. Thanks, Anna. I love you. You're so supportive always. Oh, man. Wow. I'm so smart. It's not even funny. I didn't even have my phone plugged in this whole time. It's just been draining my battery the whole time. I just plugged it in. I had the cord hanging over the tripod, but it wasn't actually plugged in. Chris, yes, everything is a result of your actions. Because I know that you are sowing some actions, brother. But you're doing good. You're growing. I can see it. You've grown a lot, and I'm proud of you. And everyone should be telling you that more often. 15 years. Oh my goodness. Rando tried to get info from you and where you're headed. What? Ew. Sounds like someone who doesn't have a life and probably would like try to be a stalker. I'm glad you don't invest in that stuff. Just clear it, sever it. You're good. You're protected. Maybe go back and watch the reading part. That may resonate with you. But it did talk about you're protected and everything. Yeah. Girl, you don't even have to talk to them. You don't have to. Just be like, I'm busy. I got other stuff to do. Yeah. Just don't engage. Like, there's a lot of really great people on the road, truckers, things like that, but there are also a lot of creeps. I know because I traveled a lot for like the 7 years that I was with my ex. We traveled all the time. We're constantly on the road. So we frequented truck stops and things like that. And then my best friend's he was long haul, but he quit long hauling like 2 years ago now. Chris's cousin. But yeah, you got to watch yourself. And if you don't want to engage with a stranger, if they're giving you the creeps, then you don't have to even explain yourself. Stop talking, turn around and walk away. And if they follow you, don't be afraid to turn around, yell at them and call them a creep. You know, do anything in public to get attention to there's an issue here. This person is a creep and they're following me. So yeah, awesome. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, you're protected, but always your first your first line of defense is your own mind, your own discernment. So if you feel off about anyone, don't even explain yourself. You owe no one an explanation, especially a stranger. If they follow you, throat punch them. Yeah, that would be my go-to. But I can't condone that kind of violence. Girl, you need you a lipstick taser and like a concealed carry permit, and yeah. Or tire checkers. Those work really well for checking your tires on your rig. Carry that bitch with you on your belt. You can open carry a big old knife too. My daughter has one named Sheila. Chris, weren't you just listening to the teacher? Right, Shauna? It just whoop. He just listens to see what he can say next. Oh, thank you, Steph. I'm glad you listened. I'm glad you liked it too. Boop. Hold on. Cosign that daily. Are cemeteries more likely to have more earthbounds around? I was here, it's not good to live around them, but I figured if souls don't die there. Yeah, no. Like they do attract spiritual energy because of people's mourning. A lot of people have like graveside services and things like that, so the residual emotion will stay, and that can bring lower frequency beings or thought forms or whatever around. But no, they don't, like those who have crossed over. Just because their vessel is buried there does not mean that they're tied to that. Actually, graveyard dirt is used in a lot of spells and things for protection. So it is sacred ground, as a human belief, but also life is sacred and the death process is sacred, and all of that. It is sacred. It is ceremonial. So there is also quite a bit of protection that is there. It's like a melting pot. You kind of get a melting pot of everything. And yeah, some earthbounds will be there or end up there somehow, but it's not like like a dead people bar, you know, hangout. Sheila, I don't know. There's a movie, it was a Netflix movie that Joe Dirt guy, what the hell's his name? And that chick, I don't remember. But I haven't seen, I think I watched the movie once a long, 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 long time ago. So I don't know if she had a knife named Sheila or if she was named Sheila or something about Sheila, but that's the movie she got it from. Hospitals do have confused souls and stuff, yeah. Um, because, you know, a lot of deaths take place there. David Spade, thank you. Yeah. My brain, you guys, like after I end the podcast, I'm probably gonna just flop and order the children to take baths and get ready and just like collapse on my bed. Russian folk magic uses grave dirt for a lot of spells, but it's very dangerous. Thank you, Lisa. Viking way for a funeral. Me too, Anna. That would be so awesome. I mean, I've had it done before. One of my past life experiences was as Leif Erikson's one of his daughters. So I was a Viking, a warrior, and died in battle. Checked out means R.I.P. William. Checked out. I think what Steph probably meant is just leaving the body, but when people don't expect to leave, they become confused sometimes. Or they'll feel like afraid to move on because they will be of that belief system that, oh my gosh, I've sinned, so I might go to hell. So that would prevent them from going to the light because they still have their free will. They can go to the light or not. If they feel like they have the unfinished business, like stuff like that, they can kind of become a wanderer, a drifter, or go attached to someone. And, you know, because they can't produce their own energy anymore because they're not on the other side. Like they are on the other side, they're crossed over, but they haven't crossed fully over. They haven't gone to the light. So they're not in spirit with source generating their own soul energy. They're a ghost, and a ghost is different than the spirit itself. So ghosts cannot produce their own source energy. They're disconnected from the source because they didn't pass through the light, and they also don't still have a physical vessel. So what happens is they'll kind of get lost sometimes, or like follow a family member or a close friend around, or just some random person if they have like the right energy, you know, the right circumstances for something like that to happen. Confused because they just stopped living and don't understand that yet. Yeah, they dropped their body. That's what I like to say is they dropped their body. They're a person, they just don't have a body anymore. And if they didn't cross through the light, then that means that they're not reconnected with source, and they don't have the body, the vessel anymore, which is connected to source by the heart. So they'll kind of if they can't find a familiar person, then they can kind of just get stuck to other people because they don't generate their own energy. So they'll take energy from the living, and then that can even cause health problems, emotional problems, mental problems in people too. So yeah, it's just because they're afraid mostly, or they're confused, like they didn't know that they died or something. That happens too, because they didn't expect to. So you can I was just going over this with my bud tenders at the weed shop the other day, because there's I picked up on someone that was there that wasn't there, you know what I mean? And they were like, oh yeah, we hear noises in the office all the time. Because I told them, I hear noises, it sounds like there's someone else in there. Is there someone else in there? Because it feels like a person. Is there someone else back there? Because I was giving out rocks. I was like, you know, if there's an extra person, have them come out, I'll give them a rug. But they were like, no, it's just us four in here. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm still hearing stuff back there. And they're like, I don't hear anything. And they're like, but we hear stuff all the time, and we feel a presence all the time, and then it'll get cold, we'll get goosebumps all of a sudden. And as we're talking about this, they started getting goosebumps, and I'm like, see, so this is what you do. And I was like, you as a human being, you don't have to be especially talented or gifted with mediumship or anything like that. You can open the light anytime you want and send souls to it. You can ask them to go willingly, and if they won't, you can ask them to have an escort to come and take them to where they belong, because they don't really belong in this realm, and because you're a human with kind of um like this is your territory kind of thing. Like, they don't belong here, this is my turf, get them out of here. You can definitely do that. Just open the light and then ask for some benevolent, loving guides to come and escort them to where they need to go. And anyone can do it. You can cross someone over, and you don't have to really be tapped into any special gifts or abilities, but we all have them, and we all have access to those gifts. You have to exercise them just like a muscle. Yeah, you're really revealing your age with that one, Chris. He said, I grew up with Motley Crue and Slayer. Really revealing your age there, buddy. I have to give you a hard time. It's 111, an hour 11 minutes into the show. Well, since we talked about that too, is there anything else that you guys have questions on? Anything that you would like me to address before I go ahead and let you guys go for the evening? Self-care and rest. For real. But also, while I'm self-caring and self-resting, I have to make the promos, or at least tomorrow's promo, and schedule tomorrow's podcast stream. I have a few more I need to make, but I might only get tomorrow's done. I've had a lot, you guys, a lot going on, a lot on my plate. And I make myself busier than I probably should, but that's okay. I'll handle it, and then I'll take some time. Oh, cool. Anna, that's awesome. Thank you. Um, I'm glad I answered your question. It happens a lot. I don't know why I start talking about something and I'll just get on a tangent about it, and then it's something someone needed to hear. So I'm glad to be the channel, the vessel for the information. Steph is this old as well. Thank you, Holly. I love you. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. I guess it's not really that long because you're used to having longer podcasts, but I got to get to resting and creating some promos and some live streams. So I will get to that. You guys have a beautiful rest of your evening, your day, your morning. I know Mala's going to be on here soon, and it's going to be morning time for Mala. So it is so beautiful to have you guys all supporting me. Thank you guys, all of you fresh faces that I haven't seen in a while, and the new people that come in all the time, and of course our regulars. I love you guys so much, Soul Tribe. It's been beautiful, and I can't wait to see where this goes. Hi, Sue. I love you. All right, Sonia, I love you. Your box went out today. You should have the confirmation number, the tracking number thing in your email. If you don't, let me know and I'll send it to you. Love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Take care.